Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Pro Sonic here and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be something very different. It might quite possibly be controversial depending on who watches it, but I wanted to give you guys my own thoughts and opinion on this particular topic because this is something that has been going on for quite some time now. It affects people, real life people, and some of you guys may not even be aware of it. So I want to give you guys an open question. So this question isn't just going to be for my subscribers, it's going to be literally for anyone who watches this video. And pretty much the question is that where do you watch your anime? Like, where do you go to watch your favorite anime shows? Are you someone who goes to a pirated website to watch the animes, or are you someone who goes to Crunchyroll, Funimation, all those places to watch your animes? And if so, why? Now in this video, the purpose of this video is for me to try and figure out why certain people choose to go to pirated websites. Now I have a couple of reasons. Some of them cannot be justified, some of them can somewhat be justified, even though it seems kind of, bad, but it still can be justified. And I'm just gonna dive into them, list them out, and then see what you guys think about them. And obviously for those people who want to answer the questions, they can answer them in the comment section below. We can all see why people do what they do, and then maybe at the end of it I can suggest a fix to these issues, because some of them can be fixed, but because of legal issues and stuff like that, it might not be implemented as easily as some of you may think, but it is possible. Now, one of the first reasons that I thought about as to why some people actually go and watch anime in certain websites that are not legal is because they have some sense of loyalty to them. Now when I say loyalty, I mean that these websites were the first places that they went when they first started to watch anime, so they've become accustomed to it and they've kept watching anime from that website since then. And people have a very bad nature when it comes to accepting change. Some people really are resistant to change, and so I guess the idea of switching from one website to another website is not very comforting to these people, so they continue to stay on this pirated website, knowing fully well that watching it from those websites has a huge consequence and negative effect to the people who create it. So people like composers, illustrators, animators, voice actors, all those people are negatively impacted by you going to these websites and watching anime there. That's one of the reasons, and these reasons aren't really justified because Crunchyroll and Funimation have free services as to where you can go and watch these animes. Now that brings me to the next topic. Some people would say, you know what, Crunchyroll doesn't have the anime that I like to watch. Like, Crunchyroll doesn't have, let's say, Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball Super. And when I say Dragon Ball Super, I mean Dragon Ball Super in the UK. Believe it or not, Dragon Ball Super isn't available on Crunchyroll app in the UK. So I can see a lot of people from the European side, swarming to these pirated websites because they really want to watch Dragon Ball Super. And when an anime isn't available on a certain platform, people just type it up on Google search to try and find that said anime so they can watch it, and so they end up going to these pirated websites and just sit there and watch the anime and then leave, and that's pretty much it. So that's another reason. That's another reason as to why people choose to go to these pirated websites. It's because the anime that they want to watch isn't available on the platform that is legal. So one of the fixes for that is easily make it available for them on those platforms. Okay, then let's go on to the next part of this thing. So let's say the anime is still available on the platform. Let's say, for example, Naruto Shippuden is available in Crunchyroll, which it is. It's available on the US and the UK, so you have no excuse. Why would you still go to a pirated website to watch the anime when you can have it for free and legally, and knowing that you're supporting these creators in their animation process and all that stuff? Like, why would you still continue to go to these pirated websites? Now here's one reason, and I think this could be the reason why people choose to still go to these pirated websites to watch anime instead of going to Crunchyroll. I'm not sure about Funimation itself, because Funimation isn't even available in the UK as well, so what can I do? But I feel like Crunchyroll, I don't know how how it is handled in the US, but I feel like it should be universal. I think it's the ads in Crunchyroll. Now, when you click on an episode in Crunchyroll, you will be met with up to 5 ads back to back before you can even get into the episodes. And when you go in, let's say 10 minutes into the episode, you are met with another 5 ads back to back. And then once again, near the end of the episode, you are met with another 5 ads back to back. And having this ad pop up constantly, not just one ad, like I'm pretty sure people can get used to just seeing one ad at the beginning of an episode, one ad at the middle of an episode, and one ad near the end of the episode. But having 5 ads play back to back before you can even get into the episode, that will infuriate people, and that will actually push people back. I know Crunchyroll is trying to make money from the free user side, so that they can support the animators, the illustrators, the voice actors, and all that people, but I feel like their approach to it is actually what's pushing people away. Like, there have been times, I'm not gonna lie to you, back then, there have been times where I tried to use Crunchyroll just to watch an episode of Naruto Shippuden, and you know, the ads were just playing back to back. They would give me options to skip them, but then I felt like every time I skipped an ad, it will just restart the circle again, and it felt like I was just sitting there trying to skip ads. And at that point, I left Crunchyroll and just went to a pirate website just to watch the episode I was trying to watch for the last 10 minutes. So I feel like maybe that could be one of the main reasons as to why people choose to go to pirated websites, because how Crunchyroll and maybe other places are handling the ads, I'm not too sure about Funimation. I only know Crunchyroll because Crunchyroll is the only thing I use. So, and also I'm not trying to justify people going to pirated websites, because obviously I'm fully aware of the consequences that come from it. People are not getting paid. That means that if people are not getting paid, there's no budgets, and if there's no budget, there's no season 2 of an anime, and then if there's no season 2 of an anime, people will start complaining, being like, oh, where's season 2 of this particular anime? But they don't know that there's a consequence to them going to the pirated website and watching the anime. So those are my reasons. Like, I feel like maybe if Crunchyroll, obviously, I'm pretty sure it's obviously that they're going to be adding more and more animes in the near future, because they have to try and get the license for it and all that crazy stuff, and they obviously have to get someone to subtitle all of them. But if they add more and more animes in the future and handle the way that they do ads, I feel like the way that they handle ads, it's kind of bad. I mean, sometimes you get only 2 or maybe even 1 ads at the beginning of an episode, and that's fine. But when you have ads playing back to back, and each ad is like, let's say 25 seconds to maybe 30 seconds long, that's a minute and a half that you're sitting there waiting for an anime to start. So I don't know, you can bypass this by getting a premium account so that you won't be met with ads. And some people would choose to do that. Like, I have done it in the past. I have gotten my premium account and watched thousands of animes easily. But some people just don't have the money. Some people just don't have the money, or some people just don't want to do it. I don't know. But that's why I'm opening up a open question, I guess, to you guys, to the public. I want to know why you honestly choose to go to watch animes on this pirate website, because I feel like I gave my reasons as to why I would choose to go there, even though like now I just use Crunchyroll for almost all of the animes that I watch. But I want to hear from different people. I want to hear the reasons as to why you would choose to go to a pirated website. Is it because of the reasons I mentioned in this video, or do you have your own specific reason that I probably may have missed, or probably have never really encountered, that you would go to this pirated website and watch anime? Like, why? Why would you do it? So let me know in the comment section below as to why you would do it, because I know a lot of people, I see it all the time, especially from the voice actors, how you should go and support these animes legally. And I do agree with that. It's really important to support your favorite shows, favorite animes legally, because if you do, you will obviously get to see more of them in the future. And that's that, because I can guarantee you, like almost maybe I'm not really a statistic person, but maybe 65% of people who usually tend to complain about animes anime quality, anime all that stuff, are people who don't even have a premium account. You know what I'm saying? Or don't even use Crunchyroll, Funimation app, or Daisuki? No, I don't even know what the other ones are, but there's a list of places that you can go and watch animes, but they don't use them. They tend to go to places like Google Anime, and all these places and use the anime and you know stuff like that. But you know, but if you're someone maybe you feel like, you know what, I watch the anime on this website, but I do go and buy out the merchandises. Like I do go out and buy out the volume for a manga specifically. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, but it still doesn't really do it, because when you're buying a copy of a manga and you feel like you're supporting them, so that, okay, let me start off the beginning. So basically, some people actually, that's actually another reason. Some people feel like if they buy mangas from said anime, they are supporting them in a way, and that gives them a reason to go to this pirated website. That's not the case, because when you buy a manga, you're only buying, well, they're making their money back from the printing of the anime, from the time people spend enjoying them and all that stuff. So that profit, I guess, doesn't really go into, maybe it does, but it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't go into the anime production part of things, because they still need to make money for that point, because they're spending money for the anime production, for the hiring of voice actors, for the hiring of illustrators, for the hiring of composers. So people tend to think that if you buy a manga volume for an anime, you're kind of covering all points, but you're not really. So that's one of the reasons I've seen from people, and it's not really a justifiable reason, but you know, people still do it. It's very difficult to convince people to do certain things. We live in a society that if you tell someone to do something, they'll do the opposite. Like seriously, look back throughout our time. When have you ever seen someone say, okay, look back in the last couple of months, basically, or something like that. If you tell someone to do something, they'll do the opposite. If you tell someone to stop tweeting, they'll tweet like 10,000 times a day just to piss you off. They're like, oh hey, I'm sticking it to the man. So I don't know where that came from, but basically, let me know in the comment section below why you choose to watch anime in pirated websites. Why do you defend pirated websites? I've seen people actually in the past defend pirated websites. They've defended it, and I don't understand why. It's one thing to watch it, but to defend it, knowing fully well that if you defend these pirated websites, you are pretty much stabbing your favorite anime in the back. You are stabbing the voice actors, you're stabbing the illustrators, you're stabbing everyone, the producers. Like you're literally taking a shotgun and pointing it at their balls, and you're like, fuck you. Or if they're female, you're pointing them at their vagina and you're like, fuck you. Like, you know, why? I don't know where that reference came from, but let me know in the comment section below why you choose to watch these said animes. And let me know in the comment section below why you watch anime on this pirated website. Like, what is your genuine reason? I just want to know. I just want to see. No one's gonna judge you. I feel like the comment section is a safe place for you to voice your opinion. No one's gonna attack you, so let me know what you guys think. I'm Extreme Sonic. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.